What's up, y'all? It's the Advice Slinger. Chilling in my car right now. So this video is gonna be about, is what you want or what you think you want really what you want? Or more of how to know if what you want is really what you want. You know, there's a lot of people that get into things and they get into a business, or they get into a field of study or a practice or something like that, or a trade or whatever it is. And they get in it, and then next thing you know, man, I don't like this. I don't like this. This ain't what I thought it was. This ain't what I thought it was gonna be. And you know, most of the time, that could be avoided. It could be avoided for you to get in something and you're like, dang, I didn't even know this is what I know this is what it's gonna be. You know, so I didn't know. So the first thing you can do to see if what you want is really what you want, the easiest thing you can do, I'll say, is talk to somebody who's already doing it. If you talk to somebody who's already doing it, they can give you the rundown. Don't just talk to one person. Talk to multiple people if that really is something that you think you want to do for real. Talk to people. Ask them, say, hey, you know what I'm saying, what were your experiences? You know what I'm saying, what did you encounter? What are the things that you've encountered within your field or within your field or your trade, or being an artist, or you know what I'm saying, a writer, whatever it is that you want to do. You know, talk to people and ask them. Ask them, you know what I'm saying, what it is that, you know what I'm saying, that they've encountered. And that doesn't mean that your experience is going to be like their experience. So I'm not saying don't just take their word and be like, oh, that's exactly how it's going to be. Don't let nobody discourage you because they have maybe had a rough time, or maybe it was hard to get to where they were trying to go. That doesn't mean it's going to be you, but at least you'll have an outline kind of what it would require for you to get to where it is you're trying to go. And once you get there, what it's probably potentially going to be like. So that's the easiest thing you can do, is talk to people. The next thing you can do is do your research. Do your research, which talking to people is part of research, but get online. You know what I'm saying? Online knows way more people than you know. So you can get online and look up, you know what I'm saying, what is it like being a psychologist? What is it like being a nurse? What is it like being a rapper? What is it like being a writer? What is it like being you know what I'm saying, someone who draws, being an artist like that, a painter, if you will. You know, get online and do that, you know. And also, you know what I'm saying, another thing you can do is you can get out there and you can volunteer at these places. You know, if it's a trade or something like that, you know what I'm saying, you can get out there and try it. Get out there and try it. You know what I'm saying, get out there and try it on a very small scale. For example, I'll give you an example about myself. I wanted to do nursing, and I still want to do nursing. And more than likely, I'm going to finish up nursing school after I do my purpose. I may do that as auxiliary, because I do like it, but it's not my purpose. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying, I talked about that in other videos, about following your purpose, or your process, I guess you could say. But anyway, I wanted to do nursing, or I still want to do nursing. So I wanted to make sure that was what I wanted to do, because everybody knows nursing school is expensive. Unless you're just have a very brilliant and beautiful mind, you can, you know what I'm saying, get a scholarship, and somebody probably pay for you to go to nursing school. That's always an option. But for me, that wasn't. So I was like, okay, well, let me make sure this is something I really want to do. So what I did is, you know what I'm saying, God brought somebody in my life to tell me about the EMT, you know, being an EMT. I had never even thought about being an EMT. Never once. You know what I'm saying? That just because I don't say I care more about, but I love hospital care, like patient care. I don't really, you know what I'm saying, I don't really want to administer drugs and stuff. That's not really, you know what I'm saying, my thing. It's helping people and patient care, making people feel good, and that's my reasoning for doing, you know, for wanting to pursue nursing, or a nursing career, if you will. But I did EMT to make sure, like, maybe let me see if this is something I wanted to do. That's a small scale. The schooling doesn't cost that much. It doesn't take years to be an EMT, you know. So I was like, okay, well, let me do that. You know, so let me do that. And I did like it. I liked it a lot. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my purpose. I liked it, but I don't like it more than psychology and talking to people and helping people and giving people advice like I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? Hearing about people's problems and giving them the advice that maybe I've learned myself, or whatever the case is, right? So, you know, yeah, so that's something that I did. I did my little thing, and even if I didn't want to pay, I really could have went and volunteered, but I just wanted to get my license, because I mean, That's just the route that I chose. You know, so I skipped that first step as to talking to people. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling you. I skipped that first step of talking to people. Fortunately for me, it turned out to be something that I actually enjoyed. But for a lot of people, they get into stuff and they don't even enjoy it because they thought it was going to be something else, that it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that it actually wasn't that way. They thought it was going to be maybe peaches and cream, and it wasn't peaches and cream. They maybe thought, oh, I didn't know I was going to have to deal with this or X, Y, Z, and then they got to deal with it. They're like, oh, well, I don't know. But then imagine if you spent all that money on school, or you spent all that time trying to pursue whatever it is, or you know, any of that. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all that, trying to pursue something, and then you get in it, and then you don't even like it. Cars going by, people get home from work. But, you know, but seriously, you know what I'm saying, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people, volunteer, and see if that's something that you want to volunteer for a little bit, maybe a couple months, maybe. However long you feel like that you can do it to get an actual grasp of what it could potentially be like. Now, it's always going to be different once you actually make it a career. You know what I'm saying? But at least you'll have a basis of what it is that you know what I'm saying, of what it is that you think that you want to do. You know, because even though something is your purpose, you may not want to do that. You may not want to do what it is. Now, very rarely is something going to be your purpose and then you're not going to want to do it, because 9 times out of 10, if not all the time, your purpose is going to be something that you love to do regardless, and you ain't making no money from it. You know, so, you know, really you're not going to have a purpose. If you don't want to do something, then it's probably not your purpose. But even then, people get into stuff that maybe is not their purpose or whatever it is because they think it's going to guarantee some money or whatever the case is. They get into it and they think, oh, well, you know, so I'm going to just get into this. And then when they get in, they're like, this ain't what I thought it was going to be. And then they sitting there looking, you know what I'm saying, looking dumb. So, you know, so this is just a quick little video, you know what I'm saying, so let's do a little recap for those that, for those that weren't able to keep up or whatever. So number one, talk to people. Go out and talk to people. Talk to people who's already doing it. Talk to people who've been doing it for the longer they've been doing it. Those are the people you should be talking to. The longer they've been doing it, the more you should be trying to pursue talking to those people. You know, don't talk to somebody who just got out of school, who ain't only been working for a month. You know, I mean, they'll probably know a little bit, but they're not going to know nearly as much as somebody who's been doing it for 20, 30 years, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the longer they've been doing it, the more you're going to want to talk to them. So that's that. Number two, get online and do your research. Get online and see what people's experiences are in other states, in maybe other countries, depending on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Do your research and find out, it's like I said, find out from people online. You know what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean you got to believe, you know what I mean? I'm saying don't ever believe nothing. You know, sometimes you really do have to get out and experience certain things, but at least, like I said, at least you'll have a basis. And then after you do your research on it, and you still feel like that's something that you want to do, go out and volunteer at whatever it is. Volunteer, try it. You know, even if you can't volunteer, and say, well, you know, say if you want to be a rapper or a writer or something, you know, get out there and try it. Get out there and try it on a small scale. That's not going to cost you an arm and a leg if it doesn't work out. You know, but if it's your purpose, probably it is going to work out. Because if it's your purpose, you're not going to let it not work out. You're going to keep going, and somebody will notice your hard work. If you put in your hard work, go back and look at my last video. Not my last one, but the one, the trust the process. Go back and watch that. But if you put in your hard work, somebody's going to notice it. And like I said, God will always bless your hard work. Always. There's never going to be a time where you're going to put in 100% and God's going to be like, oh, well, that was good, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, no. But that's a different video. We'll talk about that another time. But talk to people. Do your research. Volunteer. After you've done those 3 things, then that'll at least give you an accurate, a mostly accurate description of what it is that you're trying to do, what it entails, what is required to get there, what is required once you get in, what you're going to have to deal with, and so forth and so on. So, just a little quick video for y'all. I guess not quick, 10 minutes, but just a little quick something, y'all, just to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, just give you advice on how to, you know what I'm saying, how to see if what you think you want is really what you want. Because you don't want to spend a bunch of time doing something that you think you want just because it looks good on the outside. A lot of things look good on the outside. Being a rapper, that looks great on the outside. Being a singer, being an artist, being an entertainer looks great on the outside. But you need to get in and look at the dark side of it. You need to get in and look at the dark side of it. And you know what I'm saying? It may not be a real dark side, but you need to get in and see what's the other side of that. Because it's always two sides to a coin. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same coin. So you're going to get both sides regardless. You can't just get one. So, hey, so that is just a little advice for y'all, man. I really hope it was able to help somebody. My Instagram and my Snapchat is going to be down in the description. Just get on there, add me. And, you know what I'm saying, if you have some advice, maybe you have advice for a friend or yourself, and, you know what I'm saying, you maybe don't have anybody to talk to, or you just don't want to ask somebody just because you're afraid of what they're going to say. Whatever it is, hey, I'm the dude. Hit me up, and I'll get on here and I'll give you the advice. I'm always give you the real. If I know it, I'm gonna share it with you. I'm not the type of person that's gonna hold back information. So go ahead and do that. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for real. I love you. All y'all who supporting me, I love y'all. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I'm helping people. I know that I'm helping people. If I can help people, hey, that's great. But I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have nobody to help. Then, you know what I'm saying, this just be pointless. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep it to myself. So I really do love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my Instagram, my Twitter is in the description below. I appreciate y'all. Advice Slanger out.